Turn on TV? No. What turns me on? Well, other than my wife, I would say, I don't know, just for everything. I find life and people fascinating. Everything is just awesome. I have so many interests. Yeah, so many interests. I can't even begin to think where I'd start. Or just thought of another favourite artist, Professor Elemental. He's awesome. Check him out. Very British. Link there. Professor Elemental. Right, let's see. Turn off. Condiments. Yeah, don't even ask why. Condiments. I'll have a little bit of salt, and that's about it. Nothing else. Yeah, nothing else. No. Mayonnaise. And that's one of the least horrible ones to me. Right, the reason I joined YouTube. Oh, okay. The reason I did is somebody told me that I was barking. Yeah, there's a video about that. Thank you, Harriet, for the advice. Yes, I am barking. And also, I was talking to my son's Burly Man from Burly Man's Gaming Safe House, and he said, well, sort of like I do a lot of long videos, and I said, well, I reckon short funny ones would work well. And he's like, well, do it then. And I'm like, yeah, all right. And I did, and here I am. Fears. I'm not scared of spiders. Okay, I'll admit it. I'm scared. I have an irrational fear of birds, especially small birds, in particular starlings, and even worse still, dead ones. Not scared of bats though. Seagulls don't bother me. How bizarre. Yeah, so like I say, it's a rational fear. Last thing that made me cry. Oh my goodness me. I have no problem with crying over things, so I think it's probably seeing my wife in pain because she's disabled. I think that's probably the last time I cried. But yeah, I do cry a lot. And I have no problem with it. Yeah, really, I'll cry in public. I'm fine with that. Yeah. How brave is that, eh? Hey? Not really. I'm crying at the time you see it. No, I have no problem with it. I think crying's good for you. Yeah. Last time you said you loved somebody. Hang on. Love you, Alex. Right now. Meaning behind my YouTube name. Well, I think we covered it on the song thing. Yeah. Biter on the Snowdog. Heard it in 1980, and I'm like, if I could choose my own name, I'd be Snowdog. But you didn't have names like that then, unless you were like a graffiti artist or something, which I never was. You weren't in I mean, even though we played video games, you didn't put your name in it, so it was a lot later, and it's only really in the last 4 or 5 years that I've multiplayed and actually played in games using that name. I mean, I've used it in other things I've done before that, but it's only recently become a thing I use. So that's how I become Snowdog. So I've been Snowdog for 34 years. Just for most of that, nobody else knew it. Bizarre. Last book you read? I don't know. I read a lot, but it's mostly online. But yeah, I've got quite a big book collection. I mean, things like Isaac Asimov, I've read a lot of his, the Star Wars books, a lot of old sci-fi, anything before 1958. Why so specific? Because it's before space travel. And everything then... Yeah, this video is all in order. There's nothing weird going on, and there's no bad edits happening right here or right now, as everybody can tell. Right, where do we get to? Okay, book I read. Yeah, I said that one, didn't you? What book am I currently reading? Oh yeah, that's it. Right, last book I read. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Could be anything. It's a while ago. Nope, no idea. Okay. What book am I currently reading? I'm not. Well, I don't think I... Hang on, I probably am, actually. I don't know, I haven't picked it up for a while. It's all electronic. Actually, no, I do know. I do know. It would be... The last book I read would have been Warhammer 40,000 Space Marines Codex. Another one of my passions. But what am I reading now? Oh, I was reading a book on the 60s. Yeah, I remember the 60s just. I remember I'm nearly 50, or could be gone that by now when you're watching. Right, crying. I did crying, didn't I? Last show. Last person I talked to. That would be Burly Man. Yeah, who is sitting across the room somewhere. There he is, doing Burly Man stuff. Hello, Burly Man. He's waving. Yeah, that's the last person to do. And probably the last person I texted as well, because that's what it asks. What's my relationship to him? Master and a slave. No, father and son.
Same thing, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, master. Some of you may have noticed the TMI tag, which have been doing the rounds on YouTube. Well, I've decided to do my own take on it. And, well, why not? I can. Ha. Woof.